Hi, this is Sailesh Raj. There is Apla Jagdish, my colleague, and Sonu Kumar Chauhan. And we have proposed one SEPIC converter. You have seen many converters here. As you can see, our proposed system is SEPIC converter here. Now, I request Sonu Kumar will explain this converter and the components of this high frequency resonant SEPIC converter.
Okay, this is a SEPIC converter kit. In this we have three major parts. This is the SEPIC circuit, and this is microcontroller kit, and this is driver circuit. Actually, we have a separate supply for this microcontroller, 5-volt supply. So we are giving 230-volt AC supply to the transformer. It is step down and given to the microcontroller 12 volt. So some coder are involved in this microcontroller, which gives code to the IC buffer, and here we have optocoupler, and this is the part of Darlington amplifier. It gives the voltage to the SEPIC. Here it's convert. Here we can get DC to DC. It is a DC to DC converter. Here we can boost or buck, anything we can do, as well as we can get the same voltage as we record according to the switching frequency.
Yeah, here this converter operates on fixed frequency and fixed duty ratio. Here you can see many converters. In conventional one, the fixed it was not operating on fixed frequency even. Because of that variable frequency, there are too many power loss was there. So here we have not used any resistance, so that there is no power loss here. There is only inductance and capacitance, so that in order to improve our transient performance. This converter will operate on 170 kilohertz fixed frequency, and this PIC microcontroller, the frequency of this PIC microcontroller will operate under 20 megahertz. And we are giving here the 230 volt supply that you can see in your home, single phase supply. That same supply we are giving, and we are sending it to transformer, where it is getting stepped on. And after that, there is a normal process as converter is doing. Here the main aim is to improve our transient performance and improve efficiency by maintaining over a step down and a step up conversion. In both the regions, it will improve its efficiency. As you can see, the buck and boost converter was operating either on a step down or either on a step up. If you will consider buck boost converter will do a step down also and a step up also, but it can buck boost converter will not maintain the efficiency. But this SEPIC converter is the advanced version of buck boost converter, which will maintain efficiency while doing a step up and step down of the voltage. So here are some there are many applications in this. There are many applications by using. You can use it in robotics also, like there is a silicon battery, lithium battery, which is giving 4 voltage, okay, and that discharges it to 3.3 volt. But that apparatus, that component needs 3.5 volt. In that 3.3 volt, we can boost it to 3.5 volt by using SEPIC converter. And it can also, if the voltage is 10 volt and we need 4.5 volt, then we can also use SEPIC converter, because it can step down this voltage and it will reduce it to 4.5 voltage. There is a main advantage. There is one more application. It can be used in medical purpose, like in hospitals. There are many components which are used in hospitals. You can see like ECG, all those materials. Then we have also e-bike and small electric vehicles. There is a wide application of SEPIC converter. The main advantage for this SEPIC converter is, as the slew rate of output voltage will be limited by output capacitance, okay, and the achievable voltage slew rate is entirely appropriate for applications such as adaptive bias power supplies, okay. For simulating this, we have used two softwares, like one is Simulink and another one is Keil software, okay. By using Keil software, it is nothing but it is used to integrate the embedded system, okay. And where in this we have not gone for coding of all the circuits. We have, for that purpose, for avoiding that, we have used Simulink software. By simulating process, we have arranged this epic converter like in a virtual platform, and we have seen the voltage waveform and voltage output waveform and voltage current waveform, which was giving a very high transient performance. That means suddenly when we are switching it on and off, it was reducing. It was totally reduced its transient, like its efficiency has increased.
Okay. Now this is the SEPIC part. Here is the input and here is the output. By using a multimeter, we can check the input as well as the output. In the SEPIC converter, we have inductors and capacitors arranged in a manner. And here is the MOSFET switch, which is cheap and best in use for getting the switching frequency. So this is a part of SEPIC.
As you can see in conventional one, we were using in place of this resonant inductor, we were using one AC choke inductor, which was bulk, and that was used for storing more energy. But here we don't need more energy to store. That's why we have used a resonant inductor, which is connected in series with this capacitor. And here we have used this MOSFET switch. We can use here BJT also, but BJT was not giving that high efficiency and speed. So MOSFET is cheaper and is best to use. So we have used here MOSFET, which is used for switching the frequency, and which is used to switch on the converter and switch off the converter. So here we are having this converter, SEPIC converter, which is having a wide input and which is operating on wide input and output voltage ranges. Thanks to you. Thank you very much. This is our SEPIC converter.